Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video is another, maybe one of the final AOT Spotlight decks. I think I've gotten to, I haven't done Big Mouth Titan yet, which I think that's fine. I haven't done 7 hand size Armin either, which I think that's fine too. But yeah, so we're gonna do Krista today. She is Chaos and Order attuned. Well, symboled, but also obviously we're playing the attuned packages, being AOT Spotlight. The biggest thing I found while building this deck is like, man, there are no ways to really ramp your counters up like there is in standard with like Crimson Sparrows and other and some other options you have. So I think her ramp's a little smaller than like a Hans or a Irwin, but hey, we're here to build the deck. Not sure if it works right, but whatevs. We're gonna lean right into the wall counter gimmick because I love it. So, we all know what Krista does. You discard a card. And every time you discard a card, you get to put 2 wall counters on the character. Remove a wall counter, get stunned, and then remove 4. We get to stack either player's deck. So. Moving on to attacks, we're going to go from the bottom up. We got Wall Maria's Might. Add a wall counter to a card in your stage and draw a card for every 2. Obviously, we're going to be putting this on Krista because we want to be able to draw as many cards as possible with it. Response, after we block an attack with this card, we get to draw a card, which is pretty good. We love to refill our hand. Pressing the advantage, we need a way to kill our opponent. A lot of our attacks don't really kill our opponent. This card would kill our opponent. So commit a rival foundation. This attack gets X damage. X equals the number of your rival's committed foundations. So it starts at a base 5. The ability commits itself, so it's already a 3 low for 6 with EX2. It does wear that 2 check very well. Very, very well. Securing Utgard Castle. When you play this attack, you must choose to attack a rival backup with a Fable. That's fine. Even if they're not playing like backups, this is still 7 damage. They still got to deal with a 7 damage move, right? So it's like a 3 high for 7 stun 1 with Krista. It's not terrible. Hindering the Armored Titan, we get to also freeze our right. We're also playing a small freeze package, freeze 1 rival foundation because hey, we get to commit things. Also freeze 2 rival foundations if they're in deadlock, which is great. Grab the moment, we get to freeze an additional foundation. Then if your rival has 2 or more frozen foundations, we get to draw cards. We are playing a little bit of we're trying to play a little bit of the freeze package. Panic, admonishment. It's a 3 difficulty attack, but it can be a 4 high for 5. If you have 4 more wall counters on cards, it says on cards in your stage. If you have 4 more wall counters, because it says cards, so I'm wondering if it doesn't all have to be on 1 card, because sometimes some of the stuff says card, but if we have 4 or more spread out, we should be able to get the 2 and 2. Via me, it's broken in Spotlight, so yeah, we play it. Raise walls, because we need a way to get counters on our character. Also, it gets rid of shift and replaces itself, so it's pretty good. Yeah, we play 4x of each. Zeradif. Faith in the walls, because we need as many counters as possible. And Krista, we are playing 2 copies of Bertholdt's Envy. We flip, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 random cards. Unfortunately, it says random, which is, I don't know why it says random. I really, really don't. Like, this easily could have just been, like maybe they didn't want to put Horrifying Realization on another card. I don't know, but like, why would you? I don't know. Like, flip, draw 2 cards, discard 2 random cards. I don't know, but it's whatever. Like, we need more ways to discard cards, and these are the only 2 discard cards on foundations. Horrifying Realization, discard a card, and then we each draw a card, and then if they discard a foundation, they get to commit a foundation. Bar the Door for some speed hate. Respect a commander for some damage debuffs. Not that, against like Smiling Titan or 4-check attacks it matters, but it can. More ways to get Fortify Walls is fantastic in Spotlight. It's free speed hacks, or we get to move our counters onto Krista. Change of plans. If our opponent is blocking our moves, we get paid off for it. Also, deadlock. It's very good. Rocky Alliance, commit for -2 damage. So we should be able to pair this with Respected Commander. And Rocky Alliance gives us -4 damage on a move, which is really good. Crisis of Confidence, we commit for form, spend a momentum, freeze one rival foundation. Then if our rival has 8 or more, we get to freeze 2. So yeah, we do have a bit of a freeze package, which is kind of good. And we have 1 copy of Military Police Presence because it gives stun and a damage for a committal. Then we got some defense, return sprint speed, cool, and then Nullifying Forces. If after an attack is played, it can't be modified. So its damage can't be modified, so it protects your damage, and it also protects you from your rival just dumping a bunch of damage on their moves. In the board, we got Rocky Alliance at a 1x to fill up the playset. Squad Mates Betrayal for -3, so if we really need the damage redux or the 6 checks, we got it. Nullifying Force for more damage, lock. This gets rid of throw and shift and all those cool things, and plus it adds 1 difficulty to all your rivals' attacks. Unfortunately, it's not like a response or anything like that, but whatever. I think this card's criminally underplayed right now, to be honest. And then we got 2 copies of Jaw Titan attacks. It's just the best. It's one of the best 4-check attacks in the game. It's 6/6. You get to gain 2, and then you get to flip it and do all that cool cancel health negation stuff. It probably could lose. It's probably a little too fat, to be honest. It probably could lose like 2 to 3 cards. But it's my first build, and it has an 18, 36, and 13. Which this scares me, and this scares me. This is we're going to be partial blocking a lot. Hence, we have so much damage reduction in the deck. So everyone, that is the Krista Spotlight deck. It's probably going to be my last Spotlight until set 2 comes out, unless someone else requests, a character. Which, speaking of which, if you want to see a certain character, if you want to see my take on him, let me know. I'll build the deck and build the video for it. Granted, it probably would just be like a version 1, so you'd have to take that and test it some more. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay tuned for more content, and as always, take care.